Evening people, evening, welcome back to the channel. Got round 2 of the Team Oliver Racing Classic DTM series for you, or the league for you. It's a little bit of a special one. Unfortunately, it's Philo's last race for a little bit. I don't know how long. He's going to have his brain transplanted. He's decided he identifies as a 16-foot Swedish blonde-haired man. So we're going to go and find one of those and transplant his body. Or something. I don't know. There's something that his leg might be falling off. I don't know. But yeah, he's off for a while. So good luck to Philo. But yeah, it is his last race of this season. And again, I don't know when he'll be returning. But big shout out to you, Philo. Been a long time in the lobbies. So it's round 2 tonight. It's Deep Forest. We've got 3 different races for you guys tonight. 10-minute qualifier that's just kicked off. Let's hurry up and get through this then. Let's look at points first, actually, before we look at the 3 races. So yes, round 2 from Deep Forest. Points wise, it is Philo currently leading the way with 78 points. Brinky's in second with 40 points. Got LVO Tricks and Gecko Racer joint third on 38 points. We've got 2 drivers in joint fifth as well, Potter McPot and DIA 3SP Mart, both on 36 points. Another 2 drivers joint 7th on 35 points. We've got Ben Kimbo 46 and TOR Ace Killer. 21 points on board for Surfer Ev in 9th. We've got No Neck Monster 20 points in 10th. Riesta 2 with 15 points in 11th. Fat Pickles Bro 14 points in 12th. Blondie Brownie no points in 13th. And Winter Graves no points in 14th. So that's points up until now. Merch still available, people. T-shirts and stickers. Hit me up at darksmoker@googlemail.com if you want any of those. Let me know. Right, into the lobby. Let me turn the sound on so I don't forget. Again, qualifying already underway. Let's turn the nonsense on. That's not the view I want. So, Deep Forest, one of the original games circuits. I actually completely forget what this looks like, to be perfectly honest. Very similar to last week, a lot of twisty turny curves. So yeah, in the early DTM classics here, Mercedes, what else have we got? There's a lot of Mercedes, they are quite popular. Oh, I forget what that is, that's the thing, isn't it? RX-7. Is it RX-7? RX-6? Who knows? Sierra Cosworth though, I know that. A couple of those in the lobby. A cartoon version as well with Fat Pickles. Great livery. Another Mercedes. Another Mercedes. And an MR2 for Ace Killer. Another Mercedes for No Neck Monster. And another little Mazda for Riesta 2. Do again, I'm pressing the wrong buttons. How long have you been doing this, Smoker? Long enough. Faithless Emo, we saw him in the Super Formulas the other night with P1 Boys. He's decided to join the boys in the DTM leagues as well. Let's go for a bit of a lap with him then. So, let's cross the line into turn 1. Long, swooping, open hairpin into this first tricky section. S-bends all the way through here. Cutting that corner nicely there for Philo. Careful of the curbs on the inside there. Trying to gain control of the back end of this thing, coming through those S's. You can see him just letting go a little bit through this right-hander then. Not a lot of run-off here, a little bit of green there and a little bit of grass just on the run out of some of these corners, but not a lot if you get it wrong. So coming out of those twisties into this left-hander. So a very long and straight then, full power under the little tunnel. Semi-tunnel, half-tunnel, lean-to. There's the penalty zone just there. Pick up any penalties, that's where they serve them. Hard on the brakes then, into this hairpin at the bottom. Nice long sweeping right down the hill, into a long sweeping left. Start finish straight. How much speed can we carry back there? All of it. All of the speed. Across the line. So let's go and have a look at who's on top so far. It is LVO Tricks. Was he in first, but no black put in. 33 for Ben Kimbo. As I say that, Ultimate Pot just crosses the line. He sticks it at 132.7 then for second. He's only a tenth behind LVO Tricks. He's got 132.6 then. So Ben Kimbo gets nudged down to third. He's on 133.0. Brinky is off circuit and sticks himself back in the pits. No time to look out for him. Gecko Racer then, he's got a 133.1. Off distinct Philo again. Last race tonight for Philo. Big shout out to you. If he there you go, his legs falling off. So if he crashes tonight, that's whatever I decide is going to be the. He's lost his wing as well. Someone's nicked his rear wing. His BGW's gone. However, will you hang on to the rear end of this thing, Philo? He likes the Driftertron, I don't know. Let's just click on a couple of little buttons there, right, okay, so Philo then, 133.1. To Graves, who in the lobby this week, wasn't able to race last week, 133.2. Emo in 8th and 133.2 for him as well. DIA3SP Mart 133.6 for him in 9th. Fat Pickles 10th in the cartoon 133.7. The cartoon Cozzy. Race Killer just nipping 11th off of No Neck. He's on a 133.8. No Neck on a 133.9. Surfer Ev has gone to 134.6. Sitting in 14th, and Riesta 2 has got a just crossing the line, 135.0 still his fastest. So some good racing last week. So while we're just nipping through this qualifying session, we've got a couple of minutes left. We've got 3 races for you tonight. 10-minute qualifier you are watching now. Race 1 will be a 10-lap race here. Time will be set at afternoon. Second race will be another 10-lap race. It will be a reverse grid order from the results of race 1. The time is set to evening, so a little bit darker, maybe a bit of haze, we'll see. And then lap 3 will be another 10-lap race with the grid being set by the reverse finishing results of race 2. Time is set to sunset. So that's what we've got coming up. LVO still sitting on that pole position. Potter still in second. Kimbo hanging on to that third. A little bit quicker actually, 132.7. Gecko Racer 4th then, he's on a 132.8 now. Keck, evening. There is the Philo. Going up the DTs. That's the Norwegian in him coming out. 6th though, he's found a bit of time here. Back from sneaky, just I was about to mention LVO, where Ben Kimbo comes through to nab the pole. 32.5 for him. Red Mazda. Staying out of the way just there as well. left, just under a minute and a half left to run in this qualifying session. Brinky now comes through to take pole. The Mazdas quite liking it here at Deep Forest. So he's put in a 1:32.3 then. 10th and a half faster than Ben Kimbo. LVO Tricks gets pushed all the way down to third now. Fourth, Gecko Racer fifth, Winter Graves in the pits but sixth, like in the livery as well. Distinct Philo in seventh, Mart in eighth, Faithless Emo ninth, Van Pickles in 10th, got Ace Killer in 11th, No Name Monster 12th, Surfer Ev in 13th, and Riesta 2 as it stands. Under a minute left of qualifying, still potential to stick some laps in depending where you are on circuit. Is still this man currently sitting on pole. Quite skinny, the Mazda. Is it able to cut the corners a little bit tighter, taking up less of the circuit as it goes round? Still moving a good old Raz down here. Let's see on 120. For the timing marks, we'll see. He's coming up towards the line now. 10 minutes has finished. He doesn't go quicker, but he's currently still on pole. Ben Kimbo's still out on circuit. You know, he's still got options for a lap. Maybe not. He's has to go a bit sideways through there. He's a little bit down at the minute. Still out on track. LVO still out on a hot lap. Oh, Fat Pickles would just catch drifting the hell out of that Cosworth into the wall. Hot parked up. Gecko Racer still out on a hot lap. Winter Graves still in the pits. Faithless crossed the line. Distant Philo crossed the line. He's going to take 7th then, unless anybody else pushes him down. Faithless Emo still out on a hot lap. Mart finished. Ace Killer still on a hot lap. Pickles we just saw crash into the wall, so that's that lap thrown in the bin. No Nick Monster still out on a hot lap. Are you just yet? This is Surfer Ev. He's just coming up towards the line now. Can he better his time? No, stays in 13th. Is everybody kind of staying where they are? Looks like that way. It's still Brinky on pole. Hazards on, just rolling around, taking the glory in at the minute. Yeah, that's it. It is going to be Brinky on pole then. Ben Kimbo in second. It's just locking off the front row of the grid. LVO Tricks in the Mercedes in third. Potter another Mercedes in fourth. Gecko in the Cosworth in fifth. We've got Winter Graves in another Mercedes in sixth. Philo 7th in a Mercedes. Faithless Emo in a Mercedes in eighth. Mart in a Mercedes in 9th, Ace Killer in an MR2 in 10th, Fat Pickles in the cartoon Cosworth, No Neck Monster in another Mercedes Benz, Surfer Ev in a Mercedes, and another Mazda for Riesta. Make me forget my coffee. It's already losing temperature. Yeah, interesting race this will be, with some couple of long straights to have a go at people. Some tricky sections to be getting it all wrong as well. Could see a few positions swapping. It's the RX-7, I knew it. Got a nice warble to it. Rotary engine. Official results then, there he is. Brinky sitting on that top spot. Ben Kimbo second, LVO third, Potter McPart in fourth, Gecko in fifth, Wintergrave sixth, Philo seventh, Faithless in eighth, Mart in ninth, Ace Killer in 10th, Fat Pickles in 11th, No Neck Monster in 12th, Surfer Ev 13th, and Riesta 2 14th. That is grid order for race 1. Surfer Ev, evening. So 10 laps here at Deep Forest then. Wait for the old binoculars to show up at the bottom and we'll get ourselves in. Come on. So we wait for these lights to go on. 5 will go on, they'll all drop out and away we'll go. But still, here we go then. Been held for an awful long time. Nobody's spinning off into the pit wall. People dive in for position though, looking to take an advantage early on. It is Brinky. Is he going to hold the lead around the outside? I don't think he is. Tricks, Ben Kimbo and who's that, Gecko, all trying to sneak through. Is it Brinky? It's Elvio just by the skin of his teeth. Brinky was hanging on to it for a second, but Elvio just managed to get the inside through that last corner there. Slots himself into the lead of the race. Brinky into second, then Ben Kimbo in third. Ultimate Pot now right behind him in fourth. Distinct Philo fifth. No rear wing on the back end of that car. We've got Gecko Racer in sixth. Someone just gone wide through there. It's been Winter Graves. He's losing a couple of positions. Faithless come through to take that off him. Gecko in sixth then. Faithless now seventh. Winter Graves in eighth. Martin ninth. Ace Killer in 10th. We've got Pickles in 11th. No Neck Monster in 12th. Surfer F13 Fiesta 2 in 14th. Everyone still hanging on them. Elvio Tricks under threat from Brinky into... Is it the final corner? Yeah, the hairpin, let's call it. He has managed to get through. The little RX-7 has pushed his way back in front of the Mercedes. Mercedes of Elvio not giving up though. Looking for a way past. Fastest section using the toe, trying to get past. Doesn't seem to work too well, the slipstream on these cars. You've got to just have an absolutely perfect exit. Elvio Tricks does get a little bit of a look up the inside. He has to give him room through there. Elvio's going to get back in front, is he? Yes, he is. Just behind. There's a three-way battle going on. Ben Kimbo, Potter Pot and Distinct Philo all having a punch up for that third position. Who's that tucked on the back end now? Gecko sixth. We're looking for a way past. It's Graves. To that next little pile. Faithless Emo right behind him, and he's lost that position back to Winter Graves. Martin tucked into Faithless's slipstream as well. Ace Killer now battling it out with Fat Pickles. Just losing out. Ace Killer getting through. To these fast parts of the circuit then. On board with Fat Pickles as he chases down Team Oliver Racing Ace Killer. That's what the TOR stands for. Get the slipstream, you can see it doesn't seem to drag any of these drivers any closer to one another. That's not a good review, is it? Very big weld in your face. Surfer F No Neck Monster side by side with two Mercedes into this hairpin at the bottom. Still side by side on the way out as well. Actually, we've lost Fiesta 2, I think, somewhere. Is he in the lobby anymore? No, he's still racing somewhere. Where is he? Oh, 21.9 seconds back. He's had a bit of sideways action somewhere. The RX-7 catching him out. A long way down then for Fiesta. A little bit of a gap over Brinky, just half a second. The top two still holding over a second from third place Ben Kimbo. Still pressure from Philo. He lost his wing. That Mercedes drifting around these corners. 1 and 2 stick, a little bit of paint off the rear end as well. Get that fixed while you're off, Philo. Replace those high corners. Ben Kimbo under some serious threat here though by Philo. Let's get ourselves into a bit of this view. Throwing about a bit if he goes for the move. Brinky now under threat as well. Ben Kimbo and Philo both closed up on him. I think he's had a little mistake somewhere. Ultimate Pot still not quite in the attacking range. a toe off of Philo here. He's dragging Gecko with him though. Down towards his hairpin again. Anybody making a move here? Philo has a little look. He's tight through there, right on the rear end of Ben Kimbo, practically pushing him down the hill. Just pulling away, so even with Philo tucked right into his slipstream, little Mazda with its rotary death machine engine able to pull away. Philo closing up a little bit now, just maybe having a little bit more top end. And Kimbo goes defensive, tries to lock him off. Can Philo hold on to it, get up the inside? Can't. He still holds that fifth position behind as well. Philo pushing that final race, trying to get the best results he can. Chasing down Potter as well, just half a second between those two on the circuit. Lap 4 of 10 then in race 1. Into Graves also getting a little drift on through that corner. Takes a tiny chunk out the rear end of his car. Oh no, what's happened to Faithless Emo? Where's he gone? Oh, we've lost him, he's gone. I was going to say Mark's now right behind Winter Graves. His killer still trying to hang on to that 9th. Fat Pickle's right behind him. No Neck Monster as well, right behind him. Surfer Ev I was looking for. It's fallen off the back of No Neck Monster. Fiesta 2 still trying to close those gaps. Unfortunately, it's not working. 23.8. I'm not sure if Faithless Emo's. There we go. He's in the chat. Disconnect. I've just seen his name pop up in the lobby again, which tells me he's about to rejoin. Still 2 more races left. Faithless, get yourself back in the lobby. What you are. Front then, Elvio still leads, pulls in a couple of tenths over Brinky. Philo has got himself into 3rd now though, but Ben Kimbo still hanging on to that one. Potter Pot closed the gap up on him. Echo Racer as well. Still being dragged along. 0.8 of a second back from Potter now, falling back a little bit. Into Graves and Mark still bumper to bumper pretty much in the 2 Mercedes, 7th and 8th. His killer still being hunted by the cartoon Cosworth. Still got No Neck Monster tucked onto the back end of these 2 as well. Surfer Ev's closed that gap up, less than a second between him and No Neck. Continues to lose time, unfortunately. Just getting a couple of little wobbles on in this little Mazda is Riesta. Tunnel then. Wobble on through there. Ultimate Pot closes right up on him. 6th of a second. Actually, Ben Kimbo, even though he got a drift on. Just accelerated a little bit faster than the Mercedes, but again, I think the Mercedes, when it gets to top speed, it's just got a mile or 2 an hour over the little Mazda. Seems to close those gaps up a little bit, but it wasn't Philo. Stabs at the corner there, Potter. These are on the sport soft tyres, they're not racing tyres, they have got a little bit more grip than your normal cars, but you hear them squealing, you can see them drifting and just losing a bit of traction around some of these corners. That full handful, Ben Kimbo gets a drift on out of that one. Gecko Racer falls a little bit further back from Potter though, 1.5 seconds, so well out of slipstream range now for him. Again, not that these DTM cars to have much in the way of toe power, so to speak. 6 of 10 then. Let's go and see what LBO Tricks is doing up front. Pulling away in the Mercedes, 1.1 seconds. Blinky still hanging on to 2nd place, but Philo chasing him down. Kimbo hasn't got anything on the Mercedes of Philo. Was Philo taking his wing off to be more slipstream? Tactical manoeuvre, Philo. 2 big long straights here. Just that little wiggly section in the first half of the track. has he pulled a great big tactical move by taking that wing off? He's only got 4 laps to try and make this position, but he is closing up. Fastest lap 1:32.1 for Philo as well. Elvio's made a mistake, so the gap's come down between him and Brinky, just 0.5 of a second. Top 3 then pretty close together. What is there between them? 1.4 seconds. And Kimbo still trying to defend from Potter. Potter's just 0.5 back. Again, the sports tyres just every time you go for a move, just no, they just let go a little bit. Chased down though, Ben Kimbo, gap down to 0.4. Towards a corner here, just the RX-7 benefit on the way out of that one as it's slightly lighter. Oh, we've got a mare in front, Elvio. Elvio's gone sideways out of that corner there and binned it into the wall. Just an awful lot of time. He's got some front end damage as well. He's losing positions here. He's down to 6th. I saw Brinky get a bit of a wobble on, but then I saw a black Mercedes spinning around in front of him. Drops himself down to 6th then, so that puts Brinky back into the lead of the race. He has still got a mirror full of Philo. And Kimbo still 3rd, ultimate pot 4th now. Gecko Racer getting his way past Elvio, and Elvio back up to speed. His damaged car now repaired. This race, might be able to retake Gecko Racer. Gecko Racer's no slouch behind the wheel, that's for sure. He might just be able to regain 1 position here. A little bit too much time between him, Gecko Racer and Potter. There's another 2.3 seconds. Difficult to pull that back, being as we're already on lap 8. So can Brinky defend, hang on to this lead here? Gets a wobble on out there. Again, Philo's right behind him. He's got that slightly more aerodynamic car without the rear wing on. This left-hander then, fast part of the circuit coming up. Is this where we see Philo go for the move? Again, just the RX-7 pulls away a little bit over the Mercedes. Philo keeping himself as tight as he can into that slipstream. It looks like Brinky's going to hang on to it into the hairpin. Does another fast part of the circuit though, running up this start-finish straight. Can Philo get him on this run? And again, Brinky just stretches that gap a little bit up to 0.4 of a second. That just might be enough. Jinx across the track, Brinky trying to drop the toe for Philo. 9 of 10 then, Philo closes up under braking, but he runs a bit deep through there. Oh, he gets a drift on. This might be exactly what happened to Elvio. Slightly different line through there. He gets a wobble on, so Philo seems to be able to close up through here. Oh, another wobble there for Brinky. Pushing it, oh, nearly up the inside for Philo. He's really trying now. Keeping his car exactly where it needs to be. Philo just can't find enough gas or enough space to get past at the minute. 1 more lap to have a go. Bit tight, a bit wide through there for Brinky. Has that, oh, not able to get the power down for Philo. Back end of the Mercedes just lit up the tyres. Got the move up the inside, but wasn't enough. A little bit of sideways action down towards this hairpin again then. Totally different line on the way in, looking for a better run on the way out. Still not quite able to get it. Still battling behind as well, keeping it pretty close. Closer this time. Oh, Philo. Driver's getting a bit of a drift on through there. Ricky again trying to hide up against pit wall to drop the toe. Oh, Philo sticks some wheels on the grass then. You saw that car go a little bit squiffy across that. He just managed to hang on to it. final lap then. Let's have a quick look through. Then Ben Kimbo still holding on to third. Ultimate Pot fourth. LVO back up into fifth. He did get that position off of Gecko then. Winter Graves seventh. Mart eighth. Ace Killer ninth. Surfer Ever in 10th. No Neck Monster in 11th. Fat Pickles in 12th. And Riesta 2 in 13th. Unfortunately, we lost Faithless Emo. Brinky then. 2/3 of a lap to try and defend from a very angry Philo looking for a way past. He's not angry as in angry, he's just, you know, can't get past. He's not driving angry, he's not bumping into Brinky. Right behind him again, you can just see Brinky little RX-7 just able to pull away a little bit on the exit of most of these long fast straights. See, he's just not able to keep up with the acceleration. Now towards this hairpin then, stays with him unbraking again, looks for that different line on the way through, hoping Brinky makes a mistake. Gets another bit of a wobble on, and again Brinky just able to pull it away a little bit on the exit of that corner. So it's going to be Brinky, I think, unless he absolutely bins it, which he shouldn't do. This is a very easy corner. So up to the line then for Brinky. Was kind of handed to him a little bit, but did close the gap up on LVO. So Brinky takes the win then, Philo takes second, Ben Kimbo takes third, Potterman Pot comes home in fourth, LVO Tricks takes fifth, Gecko Racer takes sixth, Winter Graves seventh, Mart takes eighth, Ace Killer takes ninth, Surfer Ev 10th, and Neck Monster in 11th. Cosworth coming home to take 12th, and Riesta 2 just into this final straight now. He did actually close a little bit of time upon Fat Pickles. About 24 seconds, it's 18 at the minute by the time he crosses the line. There is Riesta 2 then coming home to take that final position. So that's race 1 done and dusted. We've got 2 more races coming up, a little bit of break in between, and it's a reverse grid for race 2. Yeah, LVO, making such a terrible mistake right at the end of the race there. What was it, lap 8? Halfway round lap 8. Shame LVO, shame. It was looking good. It was looking good. Again, he had made a mistake slightly before that because Brinky and Philo had both closed up on you a little bit. And then, yeah, just getting that corner wrong. Down you went. Brinky taking the win. So, yes, race 2. Let's make sure I don't miss that. I don't know how long they're going to leave it in between races. Out on track. They are everyone using the same garage look. Can't do Cosmos, I do like that livery. No. Alright. Oofed then. Now we'll get in the lobby so don't miss the start of the race. Logos emblazoned on the back of Surfer Ev's car. Cheers, Surfer. Appreciated. Philo Engineering as well, smashed on the side of that. So if you're looking for GT7 or I think probably still GT Sport setup for some of these cars in certain settings, go and check out Philo Engineering. I think it is Philo Engineering on YouTube as well. Does an awful lot of setups. There's Philo again. Last race tonight, he's off to have his arms replaced with flippers. He's decided he wants to be a sea creature. Oi! Oi! Let me get some better viewage of that. Testing out just to try with that. Me having the camera on you, how dare you? season drifter track. Go on, Mark. He's got behind the rest of the two. Not trying the same thing, just what he was happily enjoying. Just watching Mark's bit of drifting, but no, he wanted to get past. That was making his car sideways large. Can't really muff the hairpin. Great big drifter-tron moment coming up. Ready for it, or is he going for the racing line? Racing line. Oh, I thought there was going to be a great big Scandinavian flick going on there, Mark. Pull of the handbrake and come into the corner backwards. No? This is where he starts to drift just through these wobbly bits. He's actually racing now. He's racing now, look. Totally different sound in the little Mazda. Rotary engine versus the normally inline 4. This, if you don't know rotary, I'm not explaining a rotary engine to you. It's got a triangle and a circle, right? Yeah. Triangle and a circle. It works. It's a funny noise. It was ridiculously high. Most people opted for the Mercedes though in the DTM Classics. A popular motor. I don't know why. I mean, it was a popular motor when it came out, don't get me wrong, but it was quite meaty. So maybe it's due to the top end speed. Again, the RX-7 just seems to have a little bit more acceleration out of the corners than the Mercedes. MR2 and where's MR2 and the Sierra Sea. Hey, brake stop. RX-7 not liking the drift, is it? Just catches and goes, no, do a little drift, and then halfway round the corner I'm gonna. Almost brinks, almost brinks. I can't see what you're doing now. Come on, Brinks, give us a show. There's the cartoon Cozzy of Fat Pickles. I'm loving this thing, loving the livery. Sorry about that, just that when you get a bit close. Pushes the camera, look, pushes the camera, it doesn't like walls the camera. I'm not part of the car, leave me alone with the camera. Trying to drift on straight. Turn 1. Go for it, go for it. Faithless Emo just wants to stick in the wall. He was so amazed, he couldn't believe it, he let go of the steering wheel. The RX-7 just catch him when he's trying to drift. It's too light, probably. I'm sure everybody's wheels are illegal on Mercedes. How much they're sticking out. Elvio tries the drift as well, and ended up doing what he did in race 1, bend it into the wall. So Faithless Emo, unfortunately, because he got kicked out of the lobby with a disconnect, he is going to start and lead us around. Again, he's a fast driver, so it's a little bit of a cheat. You know, it's not his fault, it's just what happened. Right, lights go on then, we get ready for race 2. And away they go then, everybody getting away well again. Nobody spinning their rears up and pinning it into anyone else or the pit wall. Faithless Emo then leads us down towards turn 1. Less chaotic than it was in race 1. It was trying to go full wide through it. Oh, LVO's gone again. Has he gone? He has. He's gone again. I don't know if there was contact, but he's gone round again. LVO. Got a little bit of front end damage to deal with, but he's fallen off the back. 8.5 seconds off the field at the minute. Faithless then leads 0.8 of a second over Riesta 2. Graves far back as well, already lost a second. Was that somebody else peeling it into the wall there as well, maybe? That's into 4th, Gecko Racer in 5th, Philo in 6th, Surfer Ev in 7th, Potter in 8th, then Kimbo in 9th, Ricky in 10th, No Neck Monster in 11th, Pickles in 12th, LVO 13th. What was it, Ace Killer we saw getting wrong through that corner. LVO Tricks at the back of the pack. It's now Ace Killer. We have no idea if there was any contact between him and any of the drivers. We'll only find that out after the race. Faithless Emo then again, fast driver, starts to pull a little bit of a lead over Riesta, while the other faster drivers are still trying to fight their way through the field. 7. Now the RX-7 starts to close up on him. 2.5 as they slam the brakes on. To Graves under a little bit of threat here from Mart as well for that 3rd position. Behind Gecko and Philo almost side by side around that corner. Almost side by side all the way through there as well. Maybe a little bit of contact between those two. Tiny love tap. Philo gets a drift on through there but hangs onto it. They are a bit loose, these DTM cars. 7th, and Kimbo still chasing Ricky, the other RX-7, not drifting now. Surfer Ev in 10th right behind him. A little bit of a gap then back to No Neck Monster. He's had a bit of an incident somewhere, as has Fat Pickle, so 4.1 back. Surfer Ev might have just hit the wall as well. Is it Riesta 2? Oh, it's Riesta 2. Jumps from 2nd to 10th then. Bit of damage on his car as well. He's got to be careful. No Neck Monster and Fat Pickles coming up on him, fast part of the circuit as well. LVO Tricks is still 13th. Ace Killer falling off the back of him as well, 1.7 seconds. Back up front then, Faithless continues to stretch a lead out, 2.2 seconds. Again, he's lost the guy who was behind him. Riesta 2. Riesta 2 was in 2nd, but he's obviously binned it, put himself in 10th. That sticks Winter Graves into 2nd. The old school Apple livery. Philo in 3rd though, right behind him, 0.5 in the 2nd. Gecko not too far off the back either. Ben Kimbo, Potter McPot chasing these two down. Still got Ricky and Mart. Surfer Ev now tucked onto the back of this fight. Top 9 then, all pretty close together. The gap start back to Riesta. No Neck Monster, Fat Pickles involved in that little fight. Alvio's jumped out. Ace Killer is then left all on his own in 13th, 7.2 seconds back from the field. Yeah, LB not enjoying race 2. Emo then has had a little bit of a mistake. Winter Graves has been able to close the gap at 1.3 seconds between Faithless and Winter. Philo again gone for the super slipstream. No rear spoiler on his car for this race. I'm sure he had a spoiler on last race, I'm sure. Gets a little drift on out of these corners, but again I think he's got for the slightly better aero. Working as well, pulls the gap over Gecko, 1 second back for him. He's under threat from Ben Kimbo in that little RX-7. Chasing down the Cosworth down towards this turn 1. Closes the gap, sweeps out to the left hand side, that's the inside into turn 1. Gecko slots himself right into the slipstream. Into these S as we go then. That's not the best of views, is it? Looking at metalwork and welds. Screaming little RX-7 trying to stay ahead of Gecko in that Cosworth. Closes it through those S's again, nowhere to go. Motorbike on this thing. Oh, he's got it sideways. Oh no, that's me holding the camera the wrong way, idiot. Thought we drifted around there. That was me being an idiot. Doesn't it sound weird? A little bit more time over Gecko here, 0.6 of a second. And I think these little masters just have a tiny bit more edge coming out of the corners. Breaks it into this hairpin, closes up on Philo. Let's get ourselves back into normal view. Faithless then continues to lead, but that time is still coming down. It's down to 1.1 seconds between himself and Winter. Winter's still dragging Philo along. And Kimbo looks like he's actually closing the gap up a little bit. Drop Gecko a tiny bit. Brinky again chasing down Gecko into turn 1. Unable to go for the move this time, although Gecko goes a little bit wide on the way in. Doesn't help out Brinky though, he's not able to get past Ultimate Pot. 1.6 seconds back from that fight. He's got a mirror full of Surf Air Mart as well, not too far off the back. That's where the gaps start, back to 10th position. 5.3 back for Riesta, under threat from Fat Pickles and No Neck Monster still. These three haven't been having a good little battle, and Ace Killer unfortunately not able to close these gaps up. He's now 9.6 seconds down. Almost off circuit there as well. Damn it, coffee. As I thought, Winter Graves had his indicator on, giving Philo a telltale sign that you're quicker than me, I'm just going to pull over and let you past. Philo giving him a quick flash of the hazards as well. So Philo into second, just about to start lap 6. Can he close that gap up on Faithless in front? 1.1 seconds still between first and second. Winter Graves just backing off and allowing Philo to come through. Fortunately for him, that has allowed, there you go, Ben Kimbo to have a little look at him on the inside. Oof, sticks a win on that dirt. Ben Kimbo right behind Winter Graves. Brinky's managed to get his way past Gecko Racer as well. Must have been down that long start finish straight. Falls a little bit further back. Now he's got Surfer Ev and Mark still with him. A little bit of gap breaking up maybe. So just pulling away a tiny bit from Surfer Ev through there. Stretches it to about a second. As well, most of the second back, Surfer Ev gets a wobble on that corner. Rest 2 under pressure. Monster goes through. Fat Pickles drifts his way through that corner. He's fallen off the back of that fight. We've got a good battle going on here, side by side for these two. Oh, not quite again, the Mazda. They were side by side on the way out. The Mazda just pulling away again over the Mercedes. Goes for the late break in up the inside. Riesta, but fair play. If we want to let No Neck through, then fine. Again, the Mazda. See, they both accelerated out the corner at exactly the same time, but the Mazda just carrying that little bit of extra speed on the acceleration. again slings one up the inside into turn 1. Good battle between these two. Because will definitely be upset he's not a part of this, that's for sure. He's falling back 3 seconds. His killer's had another nightmare. He's now 18.3 seconds back. Oh, we've missed the lead. Faithless has had a mare. Oh, he's got the drift on. He's got the drift on. Philo's managed to get through the super slipstream car of his. Has played its part. He's gone for the skinny wheels as well. Look, he's not. He's got slightly wide arches, but his wheels are tucked in. Has that helped out with the aero? Second over Faithless. Faithless under all sorts of pressure from Ben Kimbo now heading down towards this hairpin. Ben Kimbo up the inside. Faithless has had to give him room. Side by side on the exit through there as well. Let's see then. Who's got the faster car? Ben Kimbo just gets the slight advantage through that corner. All the way through here really gets a slight advantage, slightly tighter line through that turn, but it is Ben Kimbo into second, Faithless into third now then, Gecko in fourth, Potter fifth, Brinky sixth, into Graves seventh. Mart going defensive, trying to defend behind from Surfer Ev. Big pile of Mercedes all gathering together then, lap 8. Neck Monster having a bit of a race of his own. Oh no, there's Riesta. He's still there. 0.7 of a second behind him. Pickles has closed that gap up a little bit as well. It's down to 2.7 seconds. And again, I'm not sure what's happened to Ace Killer. He's not sure if he's been testing the drift or just binned it into the wall, but he's now 17 seconds back. He's definitely not drifting it through there. It's got to be the slipstream, it's got to be the no wing that's working. Look, he's got 1.3 seconds over Ben Kimbo. The little RX-7s are quick. Zemo can't do anything, 1.2 seconds back, actually being closed up a little bit by Gecko. Ben Kimbo is making ways into Philo's time. Is it enough though? Just about to start lap 9. It gets the time down to below a second. Screaming RX-7 chasing down Philo then in the Mercedes in front. 1.6 as we head down towards turn 1. Hot into there a little bit for Ben Kimbo. Keeps it clean. Still 0.6 of a second gap between them. Lap 9 of 10. Pretty consistent, still 0.8 of a second between them. Oh, a little wobble on there for Ben Kimbo, that's dropped him back. One more lap to have a go at him. Falls a little bit further back as well, 1.9 seconds. Gecko Racer is definitely closing up on him, that was 1.2, it's down to 0.8 of a second. This time, let's see if Ben Kimbo can get it second between them as they come around this hairpin at the bottom of the hill. It's not the bottom of the hill, this is the bottom of the hill coming down here. Loses the 10th though, Ben Kimbo. Mazda might not have enough grunt now to close that gap up. Philo leads, Ben Kimbo in second, Faithless third, Gecko in fourth, Potter fifth, Brinky in sixth, Potter going defensive then, Brinky looking for that position off him. Winter Graves in seventh, Mark still right behind him in eighth, Surfer Ev not quite involved in that fight so much now, but still within touching distance really, it's only going to take a little mistake. No Name Monster in 10th. Riesta 2 in 11th, Fat Pickles has closed the gap back on these two in 12th. And Ace Killer now 13.5 seconds down. Hazard's on, taking his time. So back up front, Philo then. No wing working. Wing 5 seconds. He's got over Ben Kimbo. Strategic move there by Philo, if that's what he's done, taking the wing off. Again, 2 long straights, fast parts of the circuit, as long as you don't lose traction on the rear end and have the thing spinning round. You're obviously going to gain more time down those straights, less drag. Again, gets a little drift on out of there, but sticks the hammer down now then. Just this sweeping uphill left to go. Philo is going to take race 2 win here. There he goes, up to the checkered line, takes the win. Ben Kimbo, well fought, but unable to take it. It's kicking off behind. Ooh, faithless Emo by the skin of his teeth takes third. Gecko Racer takes 4, absolutely side by side for those two. Potter takes 5th. Winky 6th. Winter Graves 7th. Bart in 8th. Surfer F 9th, No Neck Monster just coming up to the line in 10th, Riesta 2 11th, Fat Pickles in 12th, Ace Killer. A long way back, we might not even see him finish. This Faithless wasn't disconnected this time. Cross the line. Will he cross the line? Yes, he will. So Ace Killer takes that final position then, but there you go, Philo taking the win in race 2. I think he should get massive penalty points. He's not racing anymore for the rest of the season, so I suppose we can allow it. Being as he's having his head transplanted onto a horse. Just because he wants to be taller. Let me read that right. You defiantly don't have the best setup. I think I know what you mean, but yeah, they're a bit leery, aren't they, Faithless? They don't do as you say. They do for most of it, but yeah, they can be a bit loose. But yeah, Philo, you lot need to take your wings off your Mercedes for this final race, just to see whether it works. If it's Mercedes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, if you know what I mean, then we kind of know. Rip those wings off, boys. See if you can hold it together like Philo. Yeah, makes it a bit more fun. I was in a lobby Monday night with the Radicals. They were on sports softs as well, and they're rotating week by week. So next week it's going to be sports mediums, and then the week after that is sports hards, and then they go back to sports softs again. But yeah, in those little Radicals, it makes those a bit fun as well. Pot lobby host. Someone's painted that car 15 times in different colours, and somebody's sanded bits off. On the roof, obviously, the awesome rear spoiler. Drop those wings, boys, slowly down. Spice Swagger livery. Still, livery winner's got to be Fat Pickles, bro. Where is he? Is he out on track? Let's have a look. There he is, look. Cartoon Cosworth. Love it. Nicholas Emo back out on track as well. Find out where it all went wrong. Where he lost all his time. Telling you, it's that great big wing on the back. It's the BGW. You've got to drop those off. It's not helping you down these long straights. Where you going? Where you going, No Nick? He's parking up. No, he's not. Get the final gloves of coffee before it goes. Could be dirty cold. Where you going, Mark? I don't know whether that's in the rule books either, doing J turns on the start line. Illegal! Stop it. Ricky's back out, trying to drift that RX-7. Like it, Rinky. RX-7 says no to drifting. This one does anyway. Blammo, see? All started so well, Rinky. Go on, Faithless, slot the gap. Until race 3 start again, reverse grid, same circuit, same setup. But you're all going to lose to Philo, even if his eyes fall out. Because he's not got a rear wing and you lot have. Look at that. Slipstream. Aerodynamics. Well, his wheels are all tucked in. Let's have a look at look, those wheels sticking out. He's got the same rear fenders on. Yeah, he's got the same rear fenders on. Okay, so his arches are wide, but everybody else's wheels are sticking out. There's more drag. Great big wing, more drag. Get rid of it. Philo's got rid of that big wing and he's got a tiny little one above his rear window. All helping out. Watch, you'll win this race, watch. Ace Killer then came last in race 2, so he starts race 3 at the front. Again, we wait for these lights to go on. We'll get race 3 underway. Here we go then. Doesn't everybody get away cleanly? Lights go on. They go off and we are away for race 3. Did I even see Philo at the back there? Ace Killer then leads him down to turn 1. Whoa, Fat Pickles has a look up the inside. Able to break the wheels on the grass. Almost gets taken out. Riesta 2 goes sideways as well. It's chaos in turn 1 already. I'm not flicking so fast because otherwise you've got to get epilepsy. Can't have that. Riesta 2 then backwards. Fat Pickles again just got tagged by Ace Killer. Looking up the inside was Fat Pickles. I guess we put a little wobble on through there as well. Yeah, just tagged by Ace Killer and spun across the front of him. This has allowed No Name Monster to get into the lead of the race. Ace Killer second, Surfer M in third, Mart in fourth, Ultimate Pot in fifth. Ben Kimbo 6th, still Philo 7th in the Mercedes. Is it Wintergraves or Brinky in 8th? They are side by side. Just say Wintergraves, but still side by side. Now it says Brinky in 8th. Little RX-7 again. Just able to get through. It's now Gecko Racer having a look at Wintergraves. Oh, Faithless Emo sticks one up the inside. I don't even know where he's gone. He's gone so far forward. Oh, no, he's not. He's gone so far back. Looked for a little move up the inside, but ended up backwards. I don't know if there was contact there as well. Back up to the front then. Ace Killer looking for a way past No Neck Monster. Oh my god, there's drivers looking and trying to defend. And it's chaos. Ace Killer up the inside, then into turn 1. Oh, Ben Kimbo comes in hot, almost takes out the rear end of No Neck Monster, but tag on the way out of that corner, puts him to the back of that little pack now. 6th position, a tiny little mistake cost him early on in this race. Wintergraves then, which is all the way down to 7th. Ben Kimbo off the track now as well. Wintergraves goes through. Brinky goes through. Ben Kimbo, no damage on his car. Oh, sorry, Gecko almost up the inside. But, Ben Kimbo shuts the door on it. Oh, he gets a wobble on out of there as well. Flipping it, Ben Kimbo, hang on to that thing. There is super slipstreamed Philo in 10th. Faithless Emo behind him in 11th. Riesta and Pickles getting tangled early on. Let the race all of their own at the minute for that 13th, 12th, 13th positions. Ace Killer then into the lead of the race. Oh, still kicking off here for 2nd. Mart into 2nd currently. So forever be inside. Almost for 3rd. He's going to be side by side with Mart on the exit of that corner. Just gets in front. So have a little look at the inside. Potter now looking around the outside of Surfer Ev. Given again, Mart switches over to the pit wall to drop the toe for those drivers behind. Comes back over to the racing line. Surfer Ev and Potter, but Pot now vying for 3rd position. Side through this first corner. Who's got the drive out? There's a little bit of a wobble. Potter goes wide. Surfer Ev takes the slightly tighter inside line, but I think Potter can carry more speed through here. And he does slot his way into 3rd position. Surfer Ev all he could to try and defend. Potter just found a way through them. Drops down to 4th. There's a little look back at the inside of Potter. Neck Monster 5th. Wintergraves 6th. Ricky 7th. Kimbo falls off the back, he's in 8th. Gecko Racer now right behind him. Philo right behind him. There is Faithless Emo, 1.9 second back in 11th. Riesta 2, 3.7 back in 12th. Still being hunted by the cartoon Cosworth of Fat Nichols in 13th. Ace Killer leads then 0.5 over DIA 3SP Mart. A little bit of a gap, it's just half a second between himself. It looks further back. No Neck Monster goes off at the end of that long straight into the hairpin. Drops him down to 7th. Brinky gets through. Wintergraves gets through. Not still looking to close up on Ace Killer in front. Still 0.4. Just stretches to 0.5 as they come down towards turn 1. A little bit defensive, so I don't think it was quite close enough to make a sling up the inside. He has closed the gap. Just trying to close this gap up on Ace Killer. It's down to just under 0.5 again. 0.4. Oh, it's yo-yoing about a little bit. The top 3 on pretty much bumper to bumper. Get on board from Potter's perspective and have a look. Ace Killer, Potter, Surfer Ev, not too far back. He gets a wobble on through there. 3 back for Surfer Ev now. It's a big train of drivers in the background looking for positions. Up front, Mark then all over the back of Ace Killer as we head down towards this hairpin. We're going to see Mark go for a move. tries to sling one up the inside. Ace Killer went defensive, but he's had to brake too late. Martin went a little bit... how did Ace Killer get that back on track? It's got to be a glitch. Mark then loses out. He falls to second behind Potter. It's now Potter's chance to have a go at Ace Killer down towards turn 1. Mercedes versus MR2. Goes for a wider way in. Can he get the drive on the way out? Over the back of the MR2. Again, the MR2 just sticks itself in the middle of the circuit. Ace Killer holding his lines. Potter nowhere to go for him through here, really. Unfortunately, look at this. The big gang of cars that are slowly closing up on them. Mark's bringing that time down. Oh, Potter almost up the inside of Ace Killer there. Mark bringing that time back down between himself and Potter. Look, he's dragging Brinky, Surfer, Winter, Ben Kimber, Philo. Again, Potter nearly gets one on the inside of Ace Killer. All back together then halfway through race 3. Martin 3rd, Brinky in 4th, Surfer Ev in 5th. Graves in 6th, and Kimbo in 7th. Distinct Philo slowly closing up on these this pile in front in that slipstream, streamlined Mercedes. Look, it's got that tiny little wing on the rear window, whereas everyone else has got a BGW on theirs. Getting himself right involved now. It's all over Ben Kimbo and Winter Graves heading down this start-finish straight. Turn 1. The driver's going to be looking for positions. They're all bunching up down here. Kimbo has to leave the door open. There was a couple of drivers up the inside of him. Kicking off here then. Oh, Brinky's managed to get his way past Mart as well, just through there. Mart looking for a way past. Ace Killer still under threat here from Potter McPot though. That lead, lap 6 of 10 from the race of the evening tonight, and it's bumper to bumper action. A lot of little battles going off, a couple of little pairs all battling it out. Philo then gets himself past Winter Graves. He's now trying to chase down Ben Kimbo and Surfer Ev in front. 8th, Gecko Racer again not too far back. No Neck Monster in 10th. He went off at was it turn 1 or was it turn 1 or the hairpin? One of those corners. He's got Faithless Emo right behind him. Fat Pickles has got his way past Riesta. Riesta is 2 seconds back. Still. Oh, what's happened? Hey, no. It's all gone wrong for Ace Killer down into the hairpin. Brinky, out of nowhere from 3rd, goes, you know what, I want the win in this race as well. See you later. So he slings himself into 1st, Potter McPot gets 2nd, but Mart trying to get that off him, although he's got Ace Killer at the outside running into turn 1. Ace Killer goes for an absolutely death-defying move. Has it worked out? No. Coming into that corner far too quickly. Oh my god, there's chaos, there's chaos. Surfer F gets tangled. Ace Killer has been tangled. He's now in 11th. He's getting closed up by Fat Pickles and Riesta 2. Big pile of smoke there for Fat Pickles to find his way through. There we go. Brinky into the lead. Chaos. 3/4 of the way through the race. Positions changed all over the place. Brinky leads, then Potter into 2nd, then Kimbo in 3rd, Mart in 4th. A little bit of a gap back to Gecko Racer in 5th. Faithless in 6th, Winter Graves 7th. Philo gets pushed back down to 8th. No Neck Monster behind him in 10th. In 9th. Ace Killer then in 10th. All the way down 4.9 seconds. Surfer Ev as well getting tangled up in that lot. He's a 2nd back from Ace Killer. Fat Pickles in the Cosworth. And a little look at Surfer Ev for that 11th. Backs off into this hairpin. Looks like Riesta 2's had a bit of a nightmare as well, so he was 2 seconds back from Fat Pickles. He's now 13.2. Back up front then. Oh, Ben Kimbo snuck his way past Potter. RX7 1 and 2 at the minute. Potter has a little look up the inside at turn 1. Is he able to get the brakes on? No, he isn't. Ben Kimbo slots one back on the inside, goes for the switcheroo. Slows Potter down a little bit. Is that going to allow Mark to close that gap back up on him? Gecko just 1.5 seconds off the back of Mart as well. Now 8 of 10. Brinky could be on for 2 wins here tonight. 1.8 seconds lead he's got currently, lap 8 of 10. There's a bit of a battle going on in front. Ben Kimbo, Potter and Mar all looking for second. Slowly closing up on this trio here as well. Faithless Emo slots his way back into 6th. Wintergrave 7th. Distinct Philo 8th. No Neck Monster 9th still. Surfer Ev 10th. What's happened to Ace Killer? Has he jumped himself out? Fat Pickles? I think he has. No more Ace Killer in the lobby then. But Brinky just about to start lap 9, currently holds that 1.9 second lead still. Ben Kimbo in the other RX7 not able to close that gap down. He's still got a mirror full of Potter McPot as well. Now in striking distance as we head down towards turn 1. Again, DIA 3SP Mart just 0.8 of a second back. Gap between itself and Gecko though. 0.4 that's gone back up to. Brinky loses a little bit of time. 1.5, 1.4. Tiny mistake setting for him then. It's allowed Ben Kimbo and Potter McPot to close the gap. Falls off the back of this fight a little bit, so there's a second in front of Potter McPot. He's now got a second behind to Gecko. Be careful. Down to a second then for Brinky, and he's got another lap to defend here. Mistake for Brinky? Is it just Ben Kimbo's managed to find a little bit of something somewhere? Tyres looking very similar between them. Dukes, Crash Fest. Well, yeah, I saw that. I'm blaming you. I'm blaming you, Dukes. Or was it Philo? Did his eyes fall out or something? So here we go then, lap 10. Final Brinky's got it wrong. Turn 1, he's pinned it into the wall. The pressure's got too much for him. That allows the other RX7 of Ben Kimbo to sneak through. He now takes the lead of the race. Potter into 2nd. Brinky 3rd. Mart right behind him as well, so it could be on here for Mart if the RX7 doesn't get a good drive out of these corners on these long straights. Look up the inside there as well. It's put him under pressure from Gecko Racer. Again, nowhere for him to go on the hunt for that 3rd position. He's just got to try and lock off the doors for Gecko Racer as well. Doesn't want to leave the door wide open onto this long straight then down towards the hairpin. Tries to keep it in the slipstream with Brinky. You can see the RX7 pulling away. Cosworth as well, not doing as good a job staying with the Mercedes. Harrison starting to stretch up again. Let's get ourselves up front. It looks like it's going to be this man that takes the win then. Ben Kimbo, he's just got the fast left-hander to go up the hill. Pot is not going to make that time upon him before they cross the line. Oh, it's all looking good for Brinky. He was on for 2 wins. But it is Ben Kimbo that takes a race 3 win here. Potter takes 2nd. Brinky's going to come home for 3rd. Mark takes 4th. Gecko takes 5th. Faithless takes 6th. Distinct Philo 7th, Wintergraves 8th, No Neck Monster 9th, close they were on track, really. 10 seconds between the top 9. Surfer Ev comes home in 10th, still being hounded by Fat Pickles in 11th, and Riesta 2 comes home in 12th. That's a we, what we're blaming Duco, is that what you're saying? What are you saying, Faithless? But there you go, there's the third race done and dusted. Interesting. Again, it's tight racing when they're all together. Nobody can really take advantage. Nobody's disappearing and escaping off down the track. Not like you see in some of the other lobbies. But yeah, that final race is always very, very close. But there it is, round 2 done and dusted here from Deep Forest. Again, comments in the chat saying there's a little bit of a crash fest. It was. I didn't see what happened to race 1, Duco. Just saw you ended up. Oh, I saw you ended up getting pinned into a wall. I assume you got pinned into a wall, and it wasn't just driver error. It could have been driver error. I don't know. But yeah, there you go. That's the classic DTM sprint again. Just they're tricky cars to get hold of with the sport soft tyres. And it is bumper to bumper, door to door action between them. So, you know, if you're offline, that's just, you know, the way it happens. Yeah, close there, Mr. Faithless, close. Yeah, it is some great racing in this one. But yeah, big shout out to Philo. So I will say that Philo has spent an awful lot of time with the lobby host Potomac Pot and a couple of the other drivers. LVO Tricks, Mart, Gecko, all been in lobbies together, testing, setting up the cars, trying things. You know, Philo's been a big part of that with his setups online, and they've all been in testing lobbies. So yeah, big shout out to Philo. Again, it's his final race of the season. I don't know when he's going to be back. He's going in to have his legs amputated, and he's turning himself into a mermaid, I think. So whether he can even drive a car when he comes back, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, big shout out to you, Philo. I don't think we've ever met, but yeah, big shout out to you, mate. I hope everything goes all right, and we'll see you on the flip side. But yeah, that's going to be it from me tonight. I hope you have liked what you've watched. In fact, let me tell you about what we've got coming up. So tomorrow night, 9 o'clock, we've got the P1 Mazdas. Is that round 6, I think, or is it round 5? It's got a round and a number after it. All right, it's one of those. So that's Thursday night, 9 o'clock. Sunday night at 9 o'clock, we're back with the P1 boys again and their Super Formula League. That's like pretty much the F1 cars. And Monday night at 8 o'clock, I'm back with the Little Radicals with the DSC Premier League. And then same time, same place next week for this one, 8:30 for round 3 of the Classic DTM Sprint. Hosted there on Facebook by Mature Racing Club, and great big sponsor smashed on the side of Team Oliver Racing. Thank you, Stuart and Michael, for putting up with us, basically, because, you know, I know we're idiots. I think you lot know we're idiots. But yeah, they've Team Oliver Racing, they do the truck racing. So if you ever get a chance to see the truck racing, get yourselves over, go see the boys in the pits and tell them we sent you. All right? But that is going to be it from me tonight. I hope you have liked what you've watched. If you have, make sure you comment. Press that like button, subscribe, all that sort of stuff. But most of all, tell your mates, tell your mums. My name's Dark Smoker. I'm out of here.